Hi, today we are talking about the Leslie 2101 Mark II rotary speaker. Let's get into it. I don't know about you, but as an organ player, I'm always finding that it's a balancing act between all of the gear that I need to make the instrument sound amazing versus what gear do I actually want to put in my car, take upstairs on a gig and get out again with. This 2101 is the happy medium between the two. Over the years, I've used different kinds of keyboards, as I'm sure you all have been on that journey. I started with the Nord Electro 2. I tried various VST plugins on and off stage. I had the Hammond SK2 for a while, which was a beast of an instrument. And now I've got the Electro 6D, which for me works really well because I can put it on my back. It's light. I've got a hand free to carry the Leslie as well, which is not that light, but it is manageable, much better than carrying an old school Leslie around. So this is going to be a really short video, to be honest. I'm going to play some blues or gospel or whatever on the organ, try and drive this Leslie and put a few different effects through it from the Nord, just so you get a flavour as to what this can do, because it might be a useful thing for you to take on stage with you. So yeah, I'm just going to do some playing for you. So yeah, you can hear a range of sounds. For me, the biggest giveaway that I'm using a digital Leslie is when the top drawbars come out, and that whistle effect that you get on the old school Leslies is gone. I feel that this Leslie kind of does a good job of that. So yeah, it sounds kind of pokey. You've got to tame it using the foot pedal, the swell pedal, to bring it back a bit, which is cool. Road tested this on a gig. Now it's been on a few gigs with me and it works a treat on stage. Check it out in context. This is me earlier in the summer with my trio. And there's a link to that full video up there, hopefully, if you want to go and check out some of the band. One of the things that's useful on stage is that this Leslie's lower rotor is absent. It's not a physical lower rotor there. That's how it weighs so little and takes up so little space. What they've done is it's a digital lower rotor. This is kind of cool because when I want to turn up the bottom end on stage without having it booming and loads of feedback, it's kind of good because I've got loads of control. It's just a line signal and you can send that out in mono or in stereo, and I see advantages to using either. It has got a load of other functions on the back. You can tweak the low, mid and highs for the whole cabinet, and you can save that as 2 preset slots, so you could have like a driven sort of punchy sound for a rock gig and then a more mellow sound for the jazz club the next time, which is good. It's also got a valve in there if you want to drive it. The downside to the valve is that the knob's on the back of the amp, so there's no control. Once it's on, which is kind of handy when you've got the Electro, because I can dial this in from the keybed when I'm on the gig. If I want to rock a solo or give myself some more grit, I can do it from the keyboard. I'm not having to go fiddling around the back of the amp. Check it out, have a listen. So yeah, no messing, plenty of grit, plenty of balls to that sound. The other thing I can do from the Nord is I can send reverb before the Leslie. And this is a good effect to have, because what's happening is the reverb tails is also getting swirled around in the rotary motion. If I exaggerate that, it sounds like this. Okay, so that's quite heavy, but if I dial it back a bit, so there's just a little bit there, maybe make it quite gritty. So yeah, it's a couple of ways you can start to make the sound a little bit more interesting now, using the full capability of the rotary speaker there. So yeah, there are other functions you can, if you've got like an organ that's got an 11 pin out, like one of the Hammonds or the Viscount Legend has an 11 pin out, you can send that to the Leslie and control all of the controls from the instrument itself. This Leslie 2101 that I'm using it with a foot pedal to, you hold it for stop and then switch backwards and forwards for slow and fast, which works really good on a gig. If I can't get a hand to a half moon or anything like that, then the foot switch is kind of good for the way that I play. But I know that traditional organ players like to have like the half moon option. You can have that on a 1/4" jack, or again, if you've got an instrument that supports 11 pin, then you can do it that way as well. So yeah, that's the Leslie 2101. I hope this is useful to you. I know before I bought it, like I was trying to root around and find more information on it, and there's not that much on YouTube. So yeah, this recording, it's got 2 microphones, one on either side, and it is the stereo out from the lower. So I'm just going to vibe out for a bit, and you can get your headphones on and have a listen, see if it's maybe a sound that you can use either on or off stage. If you like it, please give me a like, because it does help the old algorithm. And if you want to hear more about music technology, how I use it on stage, or with a sort of jazzy neo-soul hip-hop vibe, then click subscribe. I've got a video each week. Okay, thanks again.